Howdy folks, it is Diecastbuffet here again. Today we have a very, very cool Erik Jones Air Force paint scheme. Now this is a very different Air Force wrap that we've seen the past 3 years, and I tell you what, it is a very popular one at that. Air Force 2022 Chevrolet Camaro. This is just a normal paint scheme. This is not like a Coke 600 exclusive. This is a very interesting car. So without further ado, let's go get the Darlington Southern 500 winner out of the box. Alrighty, folks, right out of the good old package. And you know when you see a diecast and it just releases and you're like on the fence about getting it because you see the stock render image and you're like, I don't know if I really want this car. And then you see someone post it online and you're like, wow, I need this car. Well, guess what? Welcome to this car right here, because this one certainly is a lot better than what I've seen online. I already am falling in love with this car. So it has a very unique gloss, kind of a dark, I guess you can consider like an olive drab, kind of dark green. Very, very cool. It's not a matte finish like we've seen in years prior, so it's something very sleek. I really like that. You can see a very nice pop rivet kind of design, you know, like an Air Force, you know, aircraft design. Very, very cool. You can't see the hood logos, very off-centered, unfortunately. But this paint scheme, yo, the chrome wheels, that just really cool, mean Air Force look. I love it, guys. This is a really cool diecast. So you got Petty GMS right there. This is the second ever Petty GMS diecast ever made, right? Second one, got 43 right there. I like the light blue outlining there, very reminiscent of the Cheerios Dodge days, if you will. At least that's what it is for me. A lot of people, it's just for Rich or Petty, but to me, it's always going to be the John Andretti Cheerios Dodge. Got the Sunoco decal there. Go to the left side of this diecast, and of course, this car is brought to you by our friends over there at Circle B Diecast, where I picked this one up. Of course, that's where I get all my next-gen stuff at, pretty much. So if you want to save on shipping, guys, you know what to do. Promo code down below, guys. Use code DIECASTBuffet for any orders, $30 or more. So one really nice detail with this paint scheme, it's different. You know, it's something we have not seen in the Cup Series in a long time. I can't remember a dark green U.S. Air Force paint scheme in a long time. I mean, we've seen the Erik Almirola dark blue paint schemes. We've obviously seen the Warthog style paint schemes. This is really nice. So you get the 43 right there. You get the Air Force logo right there in the middle. I think what also adds a nice depth to this is that the number on aircrafts vary. You know, it could be up near the nose, it could be in the rear, it could be in the side. It just depends on, you know, the aircraft itself. So if there was one paint scheme that would probably complement a number change, this one actually suits it pretty well. You got the, what is it, 75th, I think? I think it's a 7 out of 5. I don't know, maybe my eyes deceive me. U.S. Air Force, you can see a little bit of an oopsie-doo there. Notice the little stripes on the side, or arrows. Is that stripes or arrows? Maybe I'm crazy. I got Focus Factor, Erik Jones, Mac Tools STP, and I want to say it says Columbia. Goodyear Cup Series. I really like the black side skirts. It's just, man, this is a really cool diecast, guys. So you got the back end of the car, you got U.S. Air Force once again, 43. It's a very glossy paint scheme. Like, that thing is shiny. Camaro, got Z01. And I like how, like, the pop rivets, they're not, like, symmetrical. Like, they're not, like, in one place. They're all over the joint. Like, you see some here. You see some up here. There's just a random one right here. And that's how a lot of aircraft are. It's just really nice, that attention to detail. It's a very cool paint scheme, guys. I'm really digging it. And again, these chrome wheels. Whew. And I know on camera these things look like they're botched and they're not painted fully, but you can clearly see right here, it's fully painted. It's just the shadowing effect makes these things not look like that. So when you see these cars first released and they're in the render image, like if you look at it from this and it's in a render image like that, it looks like it's not fully painted, but it actually is. Some of these cars, I will admit, are screwed up. I have seen some, especially the Authentics line, in terms of the wheel paint. But as of recently, the Gold Series cars that I've gotten, no doubt about it, they have improved their quality. So you go to the roof of the car. This is probably my only complaint is the roof number color. I've said this a billion times. If you're going to, look, the real race car has a Dayglow 43, right? Let's just be honest. You go on track, it's bright, bright, bright orange. Why do they run kind of a dark orange on the diecast? Because some of their cars have the bright Dayglow, some of them don't. Why not just make all of them have it? It bugs me because this car would look so cool with a very, very bright number on the roof. I could do without the outlining, though. The purple outlining, just, I don't know about that. That's just my honest opinion. You got Jones right there in the back window, and you got nothing on the deck lid, which I'm kind of surprised. I figured they'd put some sort of a decal, or I don't know, some sort of like a military-inspired attribute to the paint scheme. I think that would have looked really nice there. But regardless, dude, this is a cool paint scheme. This is a really cool paint scheme. If you have not picked this one up, guys, what are you doing? It's certainly a sleeper car. I feel like not enough people have really been hooting and hollering about this paint scheme, myself included. I was kind of like, you know, it's a cool car and all, but it's, I don't know. This one's, once you get this car in hand, in your collection, you're going to be very glad you get it, because this is a sleeper diecast. I will say, though, this right front is a little bit bent, so it's probably the axle rod. It's probably bent. You can see it's just a little bit oblong, but I don't know. It still rolls fine, so, hey, that's all that matters, right? As long as it rolls, but this is a really cool car, guys. Now, I really do wish they would have made a Air Force-inspired box. Like, could you imagine it having the same pop rivets, and they could have done, like, the military, you know, stamped on, you know, painted font for the Erik Jones name. Maybe have, like, an aircraft in the background or something. They could have done a really nice job with this box art, but unfortunately, we get a concrete jersey barrier as our backdrop for our boxes, which I understand why. The probably the best idea why they actually have skimped out on the box quality this year is because they have to cut something. It's either they cut the quality of the race cars, the diecast itself, or they cut the presentation. And the reason why is inflation. They're not going to be able to offer diecasts at $9 or $10 a pop, and the Authentics line $5 or $6 a pop, with inflation continuing to rise. So it's either they cut the quality of the packaging or they cut the quality of the product themselves. I think we could all mutually agree we'd rather see the packaging be cut than the actual diecast itself. At least that's what I would vote for, right? So unless we want to pay, you know, $12 minimum for every diecast, unfortunately, that's, you know, that's just the way things are right now. But some of the cars are $12 now that I mention it, the chrome number pieces. But again, it's everywhere, right? That's just how things are, unfortunately. But anyways, thank you all again for watching. If you can, please give it a huge thumbs up. We got more diecasts in the studio to be reviewing. I'll quickly show those. So it's we're already zoomed out. What am I doing? So we're going to set that diecast there. We got some more chrome wheel style paint schemes. Check this out. William Byron Liberty. That's a pretty cool car right there. I could definitely see someone having like a Coke 600 stop motion and having both of these paint schemes in there. That would be really, really cool. This one, I'm really digging this one. Check this out. I love DeWalt drills, so a DeWalt diecast. Definitely right up the ballpark, but look at that. You got that chrome, kind of a foil leaf style number. These type of cars have went up. So if you're wanting to get the ones that have chrome numbers, guys, you gotta get them. Unfortunately, in the gold series, and they have went up on those. But that's just part of it, unfortunately. More chrome wheel diecasts. I mean, check this out. I mean, it's so cool to see all these diecasts get made that actually have chrome wheels. I love to see it. I'm a huge fan of it. When MWR ran them years ago, I was a massive fan of them. And, yeah, that's all the next gens we have right there on top of the studio. We got more coming in, though, so plenty more in store for y'all. So thank you all again for watching. Have a absolutely great day out there, guys. Diecast Buffet, shining off.